Hello and welcome back, legends. I'm looking forward to this week, week number 8, because we're going to recap on the previous 7 weeks and focus on each habit throughout this week. So before we begin, let's have a pen, paper, something to write on, minimize distractions, all the rest of it. Make sure social media is closed down and you're ready to take action. Also, get out your diary or Google Calendars or whatever you use to set out your week before we begin. So, as I mentioned, we are going to focus on 7 habits and a 7-day recap. So we've got 7 days in the week, Monday through Sunday, and each day you're just going to focus on one single habit that we've learned over the last 7 weeks for each day. Now, what I mean by that is on Monday, you might focus on moving daily. On Tuesday, you might focus just on adding more color, and we'll get to that in a second. So what I've found when people start an exercise routine, a healthy living routine, is that they can find it becomes a bit overwhelming introducing new habits all the time, or it may have been a couple of weeks since, let's say week 2, which was protein and color. Some of these habits start getting left behind as you focus on introducing new habits. So this week is the main focus on just really cementing, really getting those fundamental habits, building that solid foundation, and make sure we can really pivot and build on top of these. So that's the reason why building foundations is so important, is that it allows the buildings to get stronger, to get larger, and really cement them in, rather than this flimsy structure where you're just trying to introduce everything and it starts becoming a bit overwhelming and the building falls down in no time. So as I said, it's a recap week just to really lay and build and strengthen those foundations. So each day has its own focus. So what I'll get you to do is get out your diary or Google Calendars and recap or write down each of the habits in each of the days. So what that means is that on Monday, you might focus on moving more. On Tuesday, you might include your why. On Wednesday, as I said, you might focus on your metabolism, metabolic engine upgrade. Now, all those habits, they're right here. So what I'll get you to do is pause the video and then write down or schedule in your focus of the week. Fantastic. Okay, so welcome back. So as I said, focus on your habit of the week, which is could be your why. If your goals have changed, revisit and redo it, or just look at it morning and night. Protein and color. So the goal of the day is have protein and color with every meal. Move daily. So on that day, you'll aim to at least move once, ideally twice. Try to step it up that little bit more. The next one, AccountABuddy. So making sure that you check in with your AccountABuddy that day. Water for weight loss. So focus on getting in your water that day so that you've got clear pee. The next one's progress over perfection. So that day you're just focusing purely on progress. And the final one is building your metabolic engine. So as I said, these can be in any order and lock them into a certain day during the week. So once you've done this, once you've confirmed that in your diary or in your calendar, post it on the Facebook group, done in this format. So M for Monday, whatever yours is, T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday, so on through to Sunday. So yours will be different. This isn't set in cement. It's just finding which one works best for you, which habits work best for you. Now, as I mentioned, always try to review your days and implement each of the habits. But this week, just have your sole focus on the habit of the day and still try to include the others. Okay, now what this is really going to do is cement that habit, recap, make sure you're not lacking in any habit, and really strengthening those foundations. As always, share your wins, struggles, and strategies on the private Facebook group, and be sure to post your focused or habit of the day in the group. Look forward to seeing your routine and your week's layout. Until then, I'll chat to you soon. Bye.